Okay, so we are talking about the different model types, and now we will talk about conversion from one type of model into another, which basically means we are going to talk about transfer function to state space to transfer function, going to talk about continuous to discrete. So, all of those conversions are something that we are going to talk about today. Okay. We are also going to talk about non-linear models, linear models, and so on. Okay, so we will just start with an example. The example is of stirred tank heater, and if you get a first principles phenomenological model, you will get a model of this type. So, the variables that we are interested in is height of liquid in the tank and temperature. These are the output variables. The manipulated variables or the inputs are going to be flow rate of the inlet and let us say the heater power. Okay. So, these are the two manipulated variables that we have. Okay. So, based on this we need to get models. This is going to be a MIMO system, right. So, if you do the overall balances on the system. So, if you do the overall mass balance or volume balance on the system, you get this equation, and if you do energy balance, you will get an equation of this type. Okay. Now, these equations are non-linear in nature. Now, how come is the first equation non-linear? Because we are making an assumption, or it's not exactly an assumption, we kind of know based on behavior of valves that the flow rate is proportional to the square root of the pressure differential, which basically means, now if you look at a valve, pressure upstream of the valve is rho gh plus atmospheric pressure, pressure downstream of the valve is atmospheric pressure. So, pressure across the valve is just rho gh, and based on this we kind of get an expression of this type. So, that is one non-linearity that comes in. Let us say if this had a linear dependence on height, then you will get an equation of this type, and this would be a linear equation. Okay. But for now this is a non-linear equation. Okay. Let us look at the overall energy balance. The energy balance would be rate of change of enthalpy is enthalpy in minus enthalpy out plus enthalpy that comes into the system. Rate of change of enthalpy is nothing but V rho Cp dt by dt, and when we take the V rho Cp in the denominator, you get equations of this type. Okay. Here you can quite easily see that this is non-linear. Why this is non-linear? Again, you have AH in the denominator, that is one part where the non-linearity comes from, and the bilinearity part comes from this particular product, which is F multiplied by temperature. Okay. So, these are the how kind of a non-linear first principles models were developed. We are not going to talk about how to develop these models. What we are going to talk about is assuming that you have these models, and these models can come from whichever domain. Okay. We are going to have these models of the type dx by dt equal to f of x comma u, okay, where in this case x is h t, u is f n and q, okay, and y is going to be c multiplied by x, or in general y can also be non-linear and it is g multiplied by x. In this particular example, y is equal to x. So, we will be able to write y equal to identity multiplied by x. Okay. So, this is the overall non-linear state space model, these two together. Okay. This is the state update that we talked about yesterday. Okay. And this is output equation. Yesterday we talked about all of this in the context of step response and impulse response models. Now we are just going to talking in terms of a nonlinear model. Okay. Again, if you recall, the definition of state for finite step response model was y01 y0k, y1k and so on up to yn minus 1k. So, the output equation was nothing but yk equal to 1 0 0 0 multiplied by xk. Okay. And if we are going to talk about MIMO systems, then this guy is going to be identity, let us say n by n identity, n by n 0 matrix, n by n 0 matrix, n by n 0 matrix. Yeah, that is all. Okay. So, this equation has been replaced by this for a non-linear state space model. That is the only thing. So, just relating to what we have done earlier, let me erase all of this. If in your first control course, say for chemical engineers, that would be your chemical process control course, you would have done a linearization of these models as well. And linearization basically is using Taylor series expansion, right, and this is how you will get linear model. Okay. So, when you looked at the non-linear model, this was your height h. When we are talking about linearized model, this is deviation from the steady state. Okay. How do we get the linear model? How do we do the linearization? The way we will do the linearization is, let us look at this particular equation. Okay. So, dH by dt, let us say is f of x comma u. Okay. By Taylor series expansion, this is going to be df by dx x minus x steady state plus df by du u minus u steady state. Okay. Let us represent u steady state as u bar, x steady state as x over bar. Okay. And let us represent this guy as x tilde, this guy as u tilde. Now, you have done this for CISO systems, right. If you are doing it for MIMO, straightforward, your Taylor series expansion df by dx gets replaced by a Jacobian. Okay. That is all that changes, there is no other change. Okay. Or in this particular case, you can write dou f by dou h tilde plus dou f by dou t tilde plus dou f by dou fn tilde plus dou f by dou q tilde. Dou f by dou h is nothing but negative Cv by A 2 root h bar, right, because dou f by dou x has to be calculated at steady state values. Okay. Now, you will notice I do not have that constant term, I do not have the term. So, when we are writing, when we do Taylor series expansion df by dx, we write f of x naught plus dou f by dou f by dou x x tilde plus dou f by dou x x tilde. Why this term is not there? Because this is the value that is calculated at steady state, and at steady state we have left hand side equal to 0, that is how you calculate the steady state, that is why this particular term is not present. Okay. Again, this is just a recap of your undergraduate material. So, that is why I am going very quickly over here, but this is how you do linearization. Yeah. So, this becomes this. Now, if you look at this function over here, there is no temperature dependence. So, this guy becomes 0, okay. F independence is just 1 by A, okay, and Q dependence is 0, okay. So, we will have dou H by dou T equal to minus Cv by 2A square root H 0 multiplied by H tilde T tilde plus 1 by A 0 F n tilde Q tilde, right. So, this is how you do the linearizations. Yeah. So, if you look at this linearization, this is that guy that we computed, this is 1 by A, right, and if you put it in terms of the standard state space form, this term goes over here, this term is going over here, this is 0, this is 0. Why? Because there is no dependence of height on temperature, there is no dependence of height on inlet heater power. In the same way, you linearize the second equation, okay, and when you linearize the second equation, you are going to get an equation of this type, okay. So, this term is nothing but d by dt, d by d temperature of this term, okay, which is just going to be Fn divided by Ah, okay, and that is what you are going to get, okay. Then the term with respect to height is going to be d by dh of this, the first term, as well as d by dh of the second term, okay, and that I am just representing that as some alpha, okay. Linearizing this, it is just going to be Ti minus T divided by Ah multiplied by Fn tilde, this is what you get over here, okay, and likewise you will linearize this with respect to Q, and you get a term like this, and when you put it all together, you are going to get a linear model of this sort, okay. Again, this is kind of straightforward linearization, we won't go too much into the details. Then what you did in your undergrad is you took a Laplace transform for this, okay. What happens when you take Laplace transform of dH by dt, you get S H tilde S plus H tilde 0, okay. H tilde 0 means H tilde at steady state. At steady state, the deviation from steady state value is 0. So, this guy drops out, okay. Again, this is your undergrad material. So, this guy drops out. So, therefore, this becomes this, okay. This one you can take it on the other side, and when you take it on the other side, you will get S plus alpha 1 multiplied by H, or sorry, S minus alpha 1 multiplied by H tilde S is going to be equal to 1 by A, or we can call this as beta 1 Fn tilde of S, okay. And when you divide that, you will get H tilde S divided by Fn tilde S is nothing but beta 1 divided by S minus alpha 1, right. Again, this is something that you have already done before. That is going to be your G11. What is your G12? 0. G12 is 0. Why? Because H is not affected by heater power. So, therefore, G12 is 0, okay. G21 and G22 will have values. Let us not worry about what those values are going to be. When you have a non-linear equation, you linearize it to get a linear state space model. When you get a linear state space model, you do a Laplace transform. You have been doing Laplace transform of seesaw systems. We will also be talking about very quickly how to do Laplace transform of a MIMO system. It is very straightforward. Okay, most of you would have also done doing Laplace transform of MIMO system, some of you may not have. Okay. So, there is a way to go from Laplace domain to or a transfer function model to a state space model. There is a way to go from a state space model to a transfer function model. We will talk about that as well. Okay. And we will talk about discretization. So, this all of this we have talked about in the continuous time sense. We will talk about what do you get in discrete time. Okay. We will not go into how to go from S transform to Z transform in continuous domain. We will only talk from state space model viewpoint. We will talk about interconversion between other model types as well. This is all I have to talk about with respect to linearization. Okay. Beyond this, I am not going to cover linearization, but towards the end of your course, we will probably take up an example of a non-linear system. So, it is probably a good idea to brush up a little bit about linearization.